Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Commodores offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running, DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. Going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Commodores are in the hurry-up.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with him. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. And the Commodores are marching down the field. Out of the gun, the inside kid. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time, right? We got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
The Commodores with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'll give it to Johnson.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Rebels offense will go to work for the first time today. And, David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup for 5. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Wicks. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Can't get him to the ground. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab on the left side. Open runway ahead. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Here's the handoff. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
That's so frustrating. I got you in the perfect situation. I get you in third and long, more predictable. I know it's going to be a pass, and then Houdini pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes something happen, scrambles around, gets the first down. Goodness gracious, this guy is so good.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Off the play fake on first down. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. He caught it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Between the uprights, it's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. To the ground with the back. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. He's going to fire deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown Doors.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Out of bounds at the 34, a productive job by the return team. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. makes his connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're bringing heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Acho. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. He's looking to throw it.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Buying some time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to take the top off. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. No good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Commodores will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll open the second half with a run. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll come out throwing on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Finds a tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The offense set for a first down play. The RPO, it's complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This offense has a second down play. He breaks a tackle. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. And the Rebels pick up the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration in front.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The give to the tailback. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And the Commodores line it up with a first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal coming up. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And now on second down for this offense. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. From the gun, running back on the move. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third down, he drops to throw. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the Commodores get enough for the 1st down.
And this is exactly what this offense wants and wants to continue to do. A couple more 1st downs. They just got 2 1st downs. A couple more 1st downs, run the clock with the lead. Great recipe for getting the win.
So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Caught behind the line. It's Barrett. Still on his feet at the 45. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They're going to test the right side with this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Quick handoff. Fights off a defender. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl 8. They're up by 10 over UAB. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On third and forever, let's test his arm strength. Here's a throw downfield late. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover and give up the yardage. It'll be first down. They'll throw it on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Makes the grab down the left side. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And he knocks through the pressure-filled extra point, and now see if they can hang on. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Dialing up a second down pass play. Makes the grab outside. It's Coleman. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And he's got it inside the 20. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as